Hey y'all, welcome back to the Chammy. It's Puppy Rooney and Ruby Doo time. We're just sitting here chilling out on the onto the electronics on the vampire couch, and gonna do some tarot. Or who knows, maybe I won't be doing any tarot at all. Maybe I'll just be sitting here with my cup of tea by myself with the dogs. Anyways, I always like to do a timeless tarot reading for energy collective update for anyone who shows up or comes by. So check that out if you want to skip to the end now, if this is not live when you find it. That would be now. Check out the description. I also do private readings as well as private mentoring sessions, private grief counseling sessions. Everything you need to know is in the description. You can also win a free tarot card reading. 40 in-depth tarot card reading right here, right now on the Chammy by subscribing and hitting the bell button to get my notifications, as well as leave me a comment on any video that you desire to leave a comment on, and I will put your name in the Greek magic hat, and maybe I'll pull your name as the winner on July 1st. So I'm going to go ahead and put some notes up in the chat. The call center will be posted and pinned at the top. It is cheaper if you just buy a tarot card reading from me here. I have to share half of the profits with the call center setup thing, which is not a problem, but I kind of wish I had my own call center, which I've been thinking a lot about and studying a lot about. I think I just haven't done it because I don't know that I want to do this for the rest of my life. Help people continue to have spiritual awakenings and come to the light and turn their back on stuff that doesn't serve them. Yes, I want to spend the rest of my life doing that, but I'm not so sure that I want to continue working at a call center where people can just randomly call to pay to yell at me. It's not my dream come true. I'd rather jump off the roof. So I will probably end this if I don't see anybody show up. YouTube said that midnight would be the best time for me to go live or post a video. All the other shaded areas in the graph were pretty light today, whereas this particular time set by YouTube was like the darkest purple for the weekend. So I figured I would just test it. I don't know. I might leave. I might stay. We'll just see what happens. I guess I could just talk to the dogs. But that's just making me more sleepy, so I'm not sure yet. Hey, how are you today? Yeah, I just saw that. I was reading my boring emails. I'm kidding. My emails aren't boring. It's just there's a lot of them throughout the day, and I almost fell asleep right here on YouTube reading them. All about backstage and voiceovers and stuff. Good to see you. The dog is pretty needy right now. I see your questions here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with what you need to know and make sure my cards are straight up. Glad you're doing good. So the call center link is pinned. So if you ever need it and I'm not here, it's there. You can always save it. It is a lot cheaper to get a reading here, though, but it is available in case I'm not here. Okay, all my cards are upright. Let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what you need to know about some of these questions. Okay, Spirit. Okay, I guess Spirit does not want to use the other half of the deck. Interesting how that worked out. And it's so funny because I was just reading that last question. So these must be the important cards we need for right now. Pretty good cards on the first question. And Spirit's been pretty emotional today. Okay. Interesting. Now for the last question. I was not thinking deeply about the question. I was just looking at the question, and when I read the LOL part, I kind of chuckled in my head, and then all those cards just went flying. Okay, so we're going to start with the first question. They are, once again, viewing you as this person who's balanced, emotionally and financially secure. They love that about you, okay? You, once again, are still the star of their heart. They view you as somebody who's loving and makes a lot of the right choices by loving themselves. There's just a whole lot of love around in these three cards. Of course, The star and the Lovers are so much more important than the Four of Pentacles. The Lovers is the energy behind the Four of Pentacles and the Star. So there's something about you that gives them hope and faith and light. No matter how distant you both might be, no matter the limiting beliefs or the circumstances, they'll always view you and always feel something very special. When it comes to how the bosses are viewing you, one is viewing you as transformational, knowledgeable, smart. The other one might be like, yeah, she's on her high horse, but we like it because she's progressive and disciplined and well-mannered and in control of herself and a hard worker. And that High Priestess and Death card. When it comes to how specific person, so they feel like after that conversation, which is so interesting because you got the Emperor and the Eight of Wands. Wands are all about your communication. They feel like after the conversation, things quickly got in order. He didn't feel so in chaos. Instead of chaotic disorder, it's definitely feeling a lot more real to this person now. As in regards to the last question, yes. And they're motivated to act on this. Despite being battered and bruised in the past, they do feel they can sacrifice to create a loving connection that has faith and trust and hope, as well as something that's spiritual in this Hierophant card. Of course he'll reach out if that's what you want. It won't matter if your heart's somewhere else. If you subconsciously want this person to reach out, they will reach out. It might not be today or tomorrow, but it could be. It could happen any minute. Really, anything is possible, even if your heart's somewhere else. Get an oracle card for you. So the High Road. Spirit says, when you're thinking about the DM, just take the high road with it, even if your heart is in a different place. And I love this little crossover, this little pathing. Like, I want to create those all over the world for animals and people who want to get to the other side of the highway or help build them, help create them. All right, dear. Thank you so much for coming by and donating. I'm so grateful for your time. Keep me updated. I think that person is very motivated in regards to their feelings for you. Yeah. They're feeling more balanced and things are in order now. Maybe they got the clarity they needed. Seems that way, at least. Keep me updated. Sweet dreams. Happy weekend. Hey, cutie pot pie. What are you doing? Where'd you come from?
Incoming call.
Hey, how are you today?
Hi there, my name is Bridget, last name CHYLINSKI. My date of birth is September 1470.
Okay.
And I'm just wanting to see if you can give me some insight as to my summer with my on and off boyfriend for several years. Esteban Cabrera, date of birth December 2565.
Okay, sure. I don't need any of your personal information. I just need to know what the most important question is for you and let you know that I'm here for you if you need to talk about anything. So what is the most important question to you tonight, Bridget? It's nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, you too. Well, for the last 3 years, I've been kind of in this strange relationship because I work away.
I understand, yeah.
And I live in another country, and somehow this man came into my life for whatever reason, and I did my due diligence to help him, and then at one point I had to say it's time to either get off the pot and move on my way because I'm moving to a new city with a different house, or stay where you are. And I can't help fund his. He recently retired, so he had a financial glitch, and he was in a rough spot with the mother of his children. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I just really don't have any more energy.
Okay,
and
so
some psychics say, "Oh well, wait," but I deal with one in particular, and she, gives me a different insight. And then if I go in that direction, it doesn't always roll that way. So I'm going home in a month, and I have to move to another city. But I pretty much told him, if you don't change, I don't want you back.
So you have to move to another city because of your job.
Pardon?
You have to move to another city. Why? Because of your job?
What? No, I've been on the same coast for 22 years. It's full of tourists. I'm just moving. I actually work in a different country.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I used to live on the west coast of Florida, and it was nothing but tourists, so I do understand. First of all, let me just tell you that other tarot card readers are going to be very different for me. I'm going to start off with letting you know that what you want is already yours. Okay, the cards are going to tell you what you need to know, and you can take the advice and run with it, see how it goes. But 99.9% of the time, when you put in the work, you will get what you want.
I know.
So let's see where you're at and what you need to know about your summer with Frank. Sounds like a song somebody should write. And let's see what you need to know about that. Get some advice. Stop giving your power to the ex-wife, baby mama, whatever person, and start giving your power to feelings and emotions that actually serve you, so that you can continue moving on forward towards your desires and creating that which you want to show up in your life instead of what you don't want to show up in your life. Because see, it's so interesting because you're on this crossroad moving to another city. You've got this moon, you've got this Two of Swords, which is about like a crossroad. It's like something's hidden from you. And until you fill in the blanks of this crossroad, wherever you're going, it's as if you can't see it because somebody else is hiding it.
I'm a strong personality, though. I know where I'm going. And I'm at a point in my life
but I'm
where
talking
I know
about
I'm going.
I'm talking about with him in the summer that you're going to spend with him. So I'm talking about the summer that you're going to spend with him. So and that's why I think it's interesting, because it's like you're going to spend summer with him, but you're on this crossroad as well. But there's something that's hidden, and I feel like what's hidden is in this Ten of Pentacles is maybe he's hiding his emotional and financial security from you in this retirement. I know that sounds strange and fruity, but it could also be the fact that it's not like he's hiding it from you as a bad thing, but so that he can make more movement with you in his chariot. So he can serve the ideas and the feelings he has for you instead of the ones he doesn't. I know that sounds absolutely bonkers, but it looks like your summer is going to be full of luck and love and movement in this Ten of Pentacles and this Chariot card, because it is about emotional financial security, having some kind of movement that makes you guys happier in regards to this summer. Like maybe something extraordinary is going to happen, or some kind of miracle, and all those limiting beliefs and circumstances can all be set aside. But even in the long run, you can still work on setting those aside and not living your life by them in this Queen of Pentacles. Once again, the King and Queen of Pentacles are all about trust and love and honesty and kindness. And it's saying that you guys will go further with that in regards to your vortex with each other than the opposite this summer as well.
Well, he's not the one I thought I'd pick for the rest of my life, but it's apparently that way. But the thing is, I'm trying to move forward to the best of my ability, and I, through the years made mistakes and such. I'm very strong professionally, and right now I'm just halfway through my work rotation, and I've hit some hiccups because I work remote and I work in the medical field and I work with short staff and I don't sleep enough, to be quite honest. But I know where I'm going once I get enough sleep and get back on the plane and get back home. Now with him, he's also of the same background because he was military and he was a colonel. So I mean, he has the same pressure, and I have the same pressure running a nursing station in the high Arctic. But the thing is, I don't know how I'm supposed to transgress further with him when he can't get out of his hiccup situation because he's got some manipulation and these small kids involved, and I don't really want to ruin that. If that's not the way it's supposed to be, I'm
the only way that it's supposed to be is what's right for you, Bridget. In this Eight of Cups, so my tarot deck is the Golden Girls, okay? And my Eight of Cups card here for you, it's Rose turning her back on the Eight of Cups so that she can walk towards the beach and the full moon towards her desires. This is where you're supposed to turn your back on feelings and emotions that don't serve you so you can have this change. Go towards something that isn't going to break your heart, but something that's loving and understanding. You can do this with him, but there might just be too much resistance right now. There might just be too many circumstances that might not be able to be
I'm
worked
actually
through.
Okay being alone.
Huh?
I don't really think I need anybody. This is my problem, but I'm a nurse and we care for people.
Absolutely, I understand that. I'm a death doula, and my mother's a nurse, my brother's a nurse, my sister-in-law's a nurse. I do get it.
Okay.
But
well,
you can have this loving, understanding, trustworthy love relationship with him in this King of Cups. It's just about turning your back on feelings and emotions that don't serve you in this Eight of Cups and this Three of Swords. Okay, so there's young children involved. Well, how wonderful. What a wonderful thing to be added to the basket. And in regards to the baby mama, ex-wife, whatever, don't give her your power. Okay?
Oh, she doesn't have it.
Good. Stay there with that. Okay? He's having wobbles.
She's very jealous.
Well, let her be.
Jealous and she causes problems.
Pull a Mariah Carey on her. Who cares what her problems are? Okay, when they asked Mariah Carey who whatever singer was, she was like, who? So every time she comes up, who? She ran out of time. She was starting to get it, and then it was like, boom. Well, maybe she'll come back. Hey, Dad, how are you? It's ridiculous to be online and no one's here. So here's a collective message for everybody. Have a great weekend. Let's see what you guys need to know right now. Got tonight and tomorrow. And then I might be back this weekend. I don't know what I have booked. I have to figure it out. So I have like a lot of stuff I have to do. I don't know where to start with any of it really. So Spirit, what do we need to know? What does everybody need to know that might find this to a reading later? Who came by? Creativity. Pour yourself a glass of wine and have fun this weekend, Spirit says, with this Page of Cups. So I'm going to go ahead closing the portal. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you later. Arrivederci. Kalanita. Love and light bright.